And the show started off, my God, did it start off? Oh my God, did it start off great? Fucking best thing ever. It started off with this cowboy scene, and you just hear about these cowboys, and they're out, and they show each one of them separately, and every time they show a shadow, everybody has on a cowboy hat, and it's just basically a promo for the Dark Order and Hangman Page. But here is where it gets good to great, because all of a sudden the lights go dark, lights are dark, and each person of the Dark Order pops up with bandanas around their face. This is what a lot of people didn't see, which actually plays into a higher level of greatness for AEW. On one side, you see all of the Dark Order. Then on the other side, you see the rest of the Dark Order. But there's an open space there. Someone's missing. And it's just like, oh. And right in the middle, here comes the cowboy. And the cowboy comes out with his Dark Order mask. And they all come out. And the whole entire Dark Order walks to the ring to the biggest fucking pop you've ever heard. They get a ring, they chanting cowboy shit. They all stand and they all do the Dark Order symbol, and it's just like, oh my god, you can just turn the show off right there. That was it. Like, you literally could turn the show off right there. But you couldn't, because like there was more, and like, I'm not saying the rest of it was just as good, but it was more. So all of a sudden, they do the basketball call out the basketball people, and it's the Elite. So if you don't understand this, because a lot of people didn't understand this at the beginning, it was a Space Jam synergy thing. It was a synergy thing. It was a Turner Space Jam synergy thing. A lot of people did not get that. I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, oh my god, like they totally synergized this. This is smart. This is smart booking. At this time, the crowd is on fucking fire. They're having a 10-man tag. It is going fucking insane-o.
You missed the part that you like was trying to call him whatever. North Carolina. This time they actually was in North Carolina.
Yes, that was actually dope. Everybody had on basketball jerseys from the Elite. They had the 10-man tag. Stu Grayson damn near killed himself because he did a spin flip and his head hit the back of the thing. But he wound up getting counted out with Luke Gallows. It was fucking crazy. This match was so good. And it wound up down to the Bucks and Kenny with Hangman. And the match is going. And Hangman knocks out Nick Jackson. No, or Matt Jackson. I forgot which Jackson it was. One of the two.
Matt.
Okay.
It was Matt because I got confused with Dan too.
He took out Matt, and it's just Kenny and Hangman. It's right there, and you're like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it did not happen. Hangman lost. It took the air out of the crowd. Everybody just was like, oh my god, no! He's not gonna get his title match. He's not gonna get his match. And like, everybody just was like, what now? What now? And it literally branched off my mind timeline. My mind timeline went to, it was multiple directions. And it's just like, what happens here? What goes here? They're not going to give it to him right now. What goes here? But there was also the question of, how do you branch off the timeline but return to the main timeline with something intact? You can't, like, there's going to be ways to go about this without him losing the title, but there's also ways to go about this that you have no choice but for him to lose the title. So it's like it's branched off into all of these different realms. One of the realms is literally him bowing down to the church and becoming a Christian because that was always in the works. But then there's also the countdown. It could be it could be any number of things. But it's just so it's so much you can do, but it's so much you have to gently play with. You have to gently play with because the thing is, you want him to have this match. You want him to have this match against Hangman. You want the title to be on the line. But he can't lose the title to anybody else. But you can't play with anybody else and then go, okay, they're right there, but nope, no title. And it's well, you can't do that. So what do? It's gonna be fun either way because Christian, you could kill him off. It's fucking easy. Just dead to rights. Easy. But as far as anybody else, it would be taking a risk of the new guy getting a loss, and that's not good for the new guy, even though the new guy is literally a star. And no matter what, you can't kill a star. But that's the thing. It's where it actually has me racing to go, what happens? What happens? What goes here? What goes here in the time to stretch out before the end game? What goes there? And it's having me trying to figure out each piece of the puzzle. And it's it's good. It's good for me. It's good for me because I'm a fucking degenerate that just loves this type of thing and loves trying timelines. But for the average person, it's oh, we lost Hangman. Now what? To me, it's we lost Hangman. Now what? That's how I feel. So
no, I agree with you. Where are we gonna go? I'm interested.
Yeah. I know that the Christian thing is gonna happen, but also I feel time is running out, and every time you count down a clock, it always gets to the end. Mm-hmm. So